I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt closed off from all that I could become. Eager but too scared to climb. Wanted to please my friends, but it felt like the end of myself. I was shut down and all drained out. I was lost, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they saying, this is who I am. This is who I am now. They think that I have lost my mind, that I'm not being true, but they don't have a clue. 'Cause this is me when I cut out all the shallowness and everything I suppress to fit in a small frame. But I won't play your game anymore, so I had to change. Yeah, I should.
Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new to the channel, I am Mommy Lala, and this is CEDA day number 5, or Craft Every Day in August. First and foremost, just a little bit of house, what do you call this, admin work. Is my audio okay? Do you hear me? Okay, just making sure that I am actually okay, that you guys can hear me, because sometimes, the audio is not working. So first and foremost, I'd like to say hi to Shanna and Linda early. Okay, so they're early today. So they're here already. So good morning, Linda. Okay, it was nice talking to you earlier on in Images by Gretchen's live stream, guys. So if you've not checked out our dear friend also, Images of Gretchen, okay, I highly suggest that you do so. And of course, we have Shanna. Okay, Shanna just watched me and Stan earlier this morning. Yes, so for those who are wondering, who is Stan? Okay, Stan is Stanex. Okay, he's a very famous author and cartoonist. Okay, so we were blessed to have him 2 days ago here for CEDA day number, I think it was day number 3. Or is it day number 3? Because yesterday we had Victor and we talked about tech. How do you actually create a video without editing, right? Okay, is that even possible? So head on to that if you missed that one. And of course, today we are here to do something what we call creative art journaling or creative journaling. Okay, so I actually have like a poll in the comment section, in the chat, and I ask everybody, okay, have you tried creative art journaling, right? Have you tried it out? Okay, so in my case, art journaling or creative art journaling has been something that I have been, so passionate about since I was, even in my high school days. But I cannot wrap my mind around how they actually can, do it. It's like when they say, oh, it can be anything. That for me would like, okay, so it can be anything. Where do I start? Right? So that is basically one of the reasons why I've never started. And then come about 3 years ago, prior to early pandemic. Okay, so I had several guests here on Mommy Guide Inc. when I finally decided to have crafty contents on YouTube, and I had Iris Rondain Escueta, who taught us creative journaling. Okay, so we also had Jano Zate, and then we also recently also somehow related to creative journaling is mixed media because you can actually use that, right? So we had Miss Jo Pescasio of Papel at Iba Pa, and then we had also Zell sprinkled with cards, right? And then we had T, and then we had Dawn, right? And recently I've been watching Patricia and Mariah of PM Artist Studio. So I think you know how it is when, for me, it was like creative journaling, art journaling is something like milestones, like when a child, human beings, right? So when we grow, when we grow up, we go through milestones. So in my case, I think earlier on, I wasn't prepared for it because there's so many aspects of it that I could not somehow wrap my mind around because I couldn't understand exactly. And so I think having gone through all of those episodes and all of those experiences and watching all of you do it, somehow it finally makes sense. It finally makes sense. But I'm gonna show you what I've done in the past and where I am at this point. So I hope that you would join me as well. So what is creative journaling? So it's very it's a little bit different, okay, from the kind of journaling like when we were younger, you keep a journal, right? Or you keep something like a diary where most of it are words, right? Words to tell your experience, so memory keeping, distress, stuff like that, right? Do your faith journal, stuff like that. But when you say creative art journaling, so there is already you incorporate the aspect of art. So for many reasons, because a lot of people say to distress, it helps promote mindfulness and all of these things, right? So before I continue on with my narrative or my story, so I would also like to say hi to Zell. Yeah, I mentioned her a while back. So Sprinkle with Cards, if you have not seen some of her videos, she's on TikTok and on YouTube. She does amazing mixed media projects, of course, art journaling, right? So she has helped me find my way through, this specific craft and art as well. I will be jumping back and forth, one live and one premiere at the same time. No worries, Linda. Go ahead and go to the premiere first. Okay, loud and clear. Thank you so much. Okay, there you go. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Yes, and of course we have Anna. Anna is joining me doing CEDA as well. Again, what is CEDA, by the way, guys? So CEDA is Craft Everyday in August. Okay, so hashtag CEDA, hashtag Craft Everyday in August. So the intent of CEDA, the reason why I created it is because I felt that, April and August, because they're the months that start with A, are opportunities for me to actually intentionally, so the word intentionally, okay, go through some of the art and craft things that I've been wanting to do or I want to improve on, but since, when there's no reason to do it, although everything is there, we don't really do it, right? But doing every day, because I promise I will go live every day. Okay, so I am able to do it, right? So if you want to join me in CEDA, like Anna, you don't need to go live. You don't need to be, a live streamer to do this. It's the intent is for you to come up with the project every day, whatever it is. Maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do for the longest time. Okay, maybe improve on a certain art or craft, or maybe a project that you've intended to finish but never did, right? So, and start where you are. You don't need to start like August 1. Okay, start with day 1. Where you are right now is, if you decide to join us on the 30th, no worries, right? So again, just put hashtag CEDA or hashtag Craft Everyday August 2024. Okay, so creative journaling, as I said, basically involves doing the usual journals, but with a touch of art. Okay, so you can use paints. Okay, let's go over this. Okay, I think this one. Okay, so the materials first. Okay, so the materials that they can use are, okay, stencils. Most of us in the community, for those who actually have been following me and are friends of mine in the community and art community, most of us have this. Okay, so we have various stencils of different sizes. We have small ones, we have medium sized ones, we have this, and then we also have stamps. Okay, so we have foam stamps, we have rubber stamps. So most of the things that you actually need to do creative art journaling is already, within reach. Okay, so what else? Okay, so you can, okay, again, you don't need all of those things, okay, but you may use them. Since normally art journaling, most of the time, okay, so you use liquid medium. So it's best that if you will use an ink, if you're gonna do stamping or something that is archival. Okay, so we, if you have an archival ink and you, let's say you want to buy, just buy one. Okay, so I suggest you buy the black one. Okay, so if you don't have it yet, just buy the black one and that's fine. So you can even have like one like this ones, the small ones, or you can have the bigger one. So again, it's up to you. Okay, what else can you use? Okay, you can use different mixed media stuff that you have, right? So if you have a gesso, you have, flakes like that. You have inks of different brands, right? So you can use distress inks. You can use, all the different kinds of inks that you have within your stash, right? So you can also use acrylic paints, right? So there are so many things, as I said, within your reach that you can actually use already, okay? So hold on. Sorry. I had to sneeze. Okay, so sorry about that, my friends. Okay, yes, Zell, I think I do have, but the miniature ones, right? So if you are also into those magicals, right? The powder pigments, you can use those as well, right? So basically, everything that you have. That's why I got interested in this one because I practically have all of those things for a very long time, but never really got to, use and extend the use of it. Okay, more than, let's say, for stencils or something like that, right? So now with art journaling, you can do so. Okay, so please do, answer the question or the poll in the chat so that we will know later on. So if in the future this can become a regular, segment in the channel, because I really want to learn more about this. So now I want to, and of course, where do you put your journals? Okay, so don't worry because you can put your journals anywhere. So most of the time, you can put them in traveler's notebooks like this one, but this is the thicker one. You can put them in small ones like this. So practically, basically anything. Or this one, which has like really watercolor papers. This was gifted to me by Nenet Samson Madero. Actually, Nenet was the very, very first one who I actually saw do this way back in the early 2000s. Right? So together with scrapbooking, Nenet was the very first one on top of card making that introduced me to this one. And then others have influenced me, okay, from then on, okay? So, additional, okay? So, for tonight, okay, so my inspiration is Diane Reevely, okay? So, I'm sure most of you have heard, have seen, maybe you have some of her products. So, Diane Reevely has this product called Dilutions. It's from Ranger as well, okay? So, she has this book called Distinctly Delusional, a guide to art journaling. Okay, so I have this book, okay, linked in the description of this video. Okay, it's on my Amazon shop. Again, just in case you want to look at it. Okay, if you go to that link and get it. Okay, or just take a look at it, and if ever you buy, I will do get a commission, a very small one. Okay, and maybe you can check out also all the other suggestions I have on my Amazon shop. Okay, so I have two of her books. Okay, so Distinctly Delusional and My Creative Journal Journey. Okay, one thing I like about Diane Reevely, and another one, okay, that I actually have recently been influencing me through, the very first one who told me about her was Susan, and then eventually I learned Zell and Miss Jo actually like them. I like her. Okay, that's Vicky. I cannot pronounce her surname. Vicky P. That's what I call her. Right? So somehow Diane and Vicky explained this in a way that makes sense to me. Right? Because when people say, oh, creative journaling or art journaling, you can do whatever. But for somebody who does not know anything, right? So when you say everything is possible, that's not good. Because the thing is, how do I start? Where do I start? Right? I have all the materials, but how do I do it? So Diane in this book actually, explained it step by step, and has a guide for you to actually even start your very first page, right? So this is my inspiration for the one I'm going to do today. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the journey, okay, of how my journals have looked like in the past. Okay, hold on. You can buy reinkers, keep using the same pads. It's a big cost. Yes, true. But I have all the colors. Correct. So yeah, I have that syndrome, like complete set syndrome. Not good. It's okay if you use them all the time, right? But if not, that's not good. Hi, Dawn. Thanks, Isel. Hi, Crafty Visage. Yes, that's Dawn, my friends. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you, Zel, for being in Instagram as well. Okay, so guys, I'm going to show you some. Okay, so I think one of the classes that I attended was of Iris Escueta. Okay, Iris Rondain Escueta. So we are together before, during the scrapbooking days. So it's like, she just asked us to play around with, during the class, with acrylic paints. Whatever. And make marks however you want to do it. This was about maybe, I think, 2015, 2016, something like that. So after that class, never did anything. Okay, so this was it. Okay, and then the second class, I think, was with her again. This time around, we had to do something like this. Okay, so I'm a little bit, improving. Right? But again, it was not something that, I can do again. I was in a class, so I was able to do it. But it was not something that, came naturally. And I think I liked art journaling at that time, but still not something that I felt I can pursue or I would pursue on a regular basis. Again, for me, if you won't tell me what combination of colors to use, I'd get lost. So again, if you are here for the first time, or you are here and thinking that I am an expert, that's why I'm doing this, I'm not. Okay, so for the whole month of August, I will be doing things that I have been wanting to improve on or learn more, or actually have never done before, right? So sometimes I will have guests who will help me. Sometimes I'm on my own, like this episode. And other days, I'll be joined by my kids. So my intent is hopefully, we learn together, right? So please feel free to put, suggestions, comments in the chat if you see something that maybe, could help me as well. Okay, so this is what we did. And then another one was, it's like a self-reflection. I forgot what, it's like you need to draw yourself. Okay, and that was hard. That was one of the hardest things I did. This one. Okay, and maybe think of a word that somehow describes like your most difficult thing that you struggle with, and at that time, that was procrastination, right? So this is what I did that time. I don't think I could do this again. This is actually a collage. Okay, this is if you can see there. This is actually I think a newspaper, and then we had to layer it with paints and stuff, and then cut around it, right? So she said just put whatever, So it's like a grade schoolers, doodles on the back, right? So there you go. So basically, that's where I am. But of course, just like anybody who is, eventually grows up, so we start with milk. But eventually, you need to go for solid food, right? To improve, to grow. So in the same way, okay, I am now going to try to, improve. So earlier on, about 2 hours ago, I created this. Okay, so this came from this was given to me by Nenet Samson Madero. I think one of the episodes she had, I think I won in the raffle, and this was part of my prize. So normally when I create a background, it looks something like this. So it was a combination of spray paints. Okay, hold on. Dilutions from Diane Reevely. Again, this episode is actually inspired by her book. I love books. So if I have actually a very nice collection, a library of art and craft books. Okay, so these are the colors that I used for this one. Okay, and so that's normally how I do it. Okay, so if you would see, I had shorts in the past where, if you would see in my channel, I think it was in the pandemic where I tried doing like daily shorts, okay, where I would create like similar to mini scrapbooks or art journals, so to speak. So this is what it looked like, but then I stopped. Right? So very similar to art journal, okay? Art journal #mini scrapbook, right? So, but then again, I stopped. So if you would look, all my backgrounds are like that, okay? So very similar. Okay. So now I created the other, okay? This was like me not following anything. This is just me playing around with paints. Oops. That was my mini, okay, journal. All right, and then following Diane Reedley's prompt in the book, this is what I came up with. So this part where I added, it's a little bit of journaling, are actually from Vicky P. Okay, so Vicky P, so normally she has like this steps if you want to create a journal. Okay, so first is you create the background. So when you create the background, so you may ink it. Okay, and then after you ink it, and then you can use a stencil to put texture. Either you use a texture paste or you use inking. And then after that, you put your focal point. And then after that, you do your title or your sentiments. And then after that, you splash. Okay, you splash everything with ink, right? So with Diane Reevely, her suggestion is in creating a page, you start out, of course, just like building a house. So you start first with your background, then with your border, okay, and then you add the different decorations in the home, right? So that is where you now put some, stamping, or if you want to do painting or whatever it is that you want. And then finally, you put a focal point, just like what Vicky P does, and of course, the sentiment. So somehow similar, but with Diane, she uses most of the time, of course, her materials, dilution line, and of course, she likes doodling. Right, so she always incorporates doodled borders or doodle the images on her, her art layouts. Okay, thank you so much. Hi, Laura. Good morning. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so this is what I was able to do a while ago. So I started with, I will do this time around on another page. Okay, so we will start from scratch. Okay, so that is what I am going to do. Okay, so I will start from scratch. Okay, so let's start with, okay, the pink. This is called bubblegum pink. This is fresh lime. And this is squeezed orange. Okay. Some of my friends who do mixed media or art journaling, their issue with dilutions is that the colors are very bright. It's like most, I think, mixed media artists, they want it to be like a little bit muted. So one way to do that, I think it was I forgot the name of this mixed media artist that I've seen, that what she does is she layers it with acrylic to tone down the color. But me personally, I like vibrant colors. I like happy colors. So it's okay with me. So I will do it, right? Okay, so I will use that. So let's start with that, okay? I am actually going to directly, okay, ink this one. So I normally have like I don't have that branded splatter box. What I have is this. Okay, I have my, oops, sorry. I have my DIY splatter box. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I did it. Okay. Okay, so if you can see, this is, okay, I have a small one. Okay, so I bought something in IKEA, and this was the box. So I never threw it out. Okay, so basically I just cover that part where there are holes. So I put it there all the time, and then I put my card. So if you've seen one of my cards for Kendra's Card Challenge, I think the July, or no, the February, March, April, May, yeah, the July one. This is what I use. So this is a makeshift splatter box. Now for bigger ones, I have something similar. Okay, again, this was, I forgot what I bought with this one. Okay, but it's similar to the other one, but bigger. Okay, so maybe if you have like a square or rectangular box, okay, so you can just cut the sides like, like so. Okay, and then I have this. Okay, there goes my heat tool. Okay, or you can have something like this. Okay, so I just bent it so that it would fit onto this one. So it would look like that. So it's like that. Okay, so that is my big splatter, okay, box. Okay, so I will now splatter, okay, this one. Okay, so you saw that I had like a tissue, right? Because I will spray directly on it, but I also still want to protect. This is like leatherette. Okay, it from as much as possible. But if it gets dirty or have paint, I don't, I'm okay with that. Okay, but if I can, make it less dirty, then that would be nice, right? So now I start, creating, okay, my background. Okay, so this again is squeezed orange. It's dilution, squeezed orange, fresh lime, and bubblegum pink. I don't even know if this is still available or if this is still, being manufactured. So normally I go like that. Okay, opposite edges. Okay, and then I just go back. Okay. Okay, and then I'll do the pink. Okay. And then do another maybe orange over there. Okay. And then I think the green is lost. Okay, and then what you can do is, okay, you then get your water. If only I can find it. Okay, and spritz it. Okay, add water. Okay, and then close it. Are you scared? This is messy. All right. So the minute you close it, okay, so you will have dripping, okay, of the water. That's fine. Okay, so that is what it's gonna look like. Do you see that ink in the middle? Okay, so if you want, okay, you can still press on that. Okay, and then the rest, okay, you will either get a tissue or get a tag if you want. Okay, you can still use that. In my case, I have a roll of, kitchen tissue that's very cheap. Okay, and then I will just, okay, roll that. Okay, and then get rid of it. That's it. Okay, we now have our background. Okay, so that is the first step. Okay, awesome. Yes, Anna, you can, right? So I'm sure you have a lot of boxes from deliveries and all of those things, right? So you can have, like, if you're just for a small card, so you have a smaller splatter box. If you have, because the Team Holtz one is quite expensive and it's not available, right? So next thing is, since these are dilutions ink, they're actually water activated. So just like the distress oxides of Team Holtz or distress inks, okay, you can reactivate them. Okay, so we will do something on top of it later. But since it is, we will layer it again with ink. So we want to, okay, make sure that it's dry. So if you have a heat tool, okay, come here. Okay, if you have a heat tool, okay, that would be great. Okay, it's a heat tool, not a heat gun, right? So because a heat gun may be too hot. Okay, so if it's a heat gun, okay, make sure that's a little bit high. Okay, so I just want to dry it. Okay, make sure. And since this is actually really watercolor paper, so it dries really fast. Okay, so I can feel that it's already dry. So don't worry about the warping. That will go away, no worries. Okay, so once that is done, okay, so what's the next thing that we do? Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is to, first and foremost, remove my inks here because I might bump them. Knowing me, okay, it may fall and it, okay, there you go. Let's put it back there first and this one over here. Okay, so the next step is to, okay, get stencils that you want to use. Okay, so in this case, let's use this one. Okay, this is, I'm not sure if this is still from her, because I think I've mixed and matched all my stencils already, all right? So this is a very nice stencil, right? So very mixed media kind of looking, right? So there you go. Life with Ron. Hi, Ron. Thank you so much for dropping by, Ron. Yes, there you go. Ron is working with Sol. So it's a non-profit organization where they actually help kids who are, with supplies and all of things. Hold on, guys. I just need to cough. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. I just needed to get a drink. Okay. So the next is to put this anywhere you want. Okay. So let's say on this part. Okay. Get your water spritzer. Okay. And then let's remove this part. Get your water spritzer. Okay. And hold on to it. and spritz away. Okay, you don't need like to put tacky tape on it unless you want to. Okay, but this is not something like very, don't need to be very precise. So I'll just, oops. Okay, I need to put a cover because my gadgets are over there. My stream deck is over there. So I will just put the splatter box over here just to make sure that it doesn't hit my computer and my gadget. Okay, so I'll just splatter some water over there. Okay, and then this one I will flip and put it on another place. Splatter again. Okay, and then lift. Okay, and then what do you do next? Okay, so what you do next, okay, my tissue roll. Okay, just do it like that. Okay, and then this one, go over it again, and you will see that you will get the ghost print. Do you see it? Okay, so it's like the positive, the negative of the ghost print. Did you see that? It's awesome, right? Okay, so let's get another stencil. Okay, let's get another stencil and do the same thing, right? So maybe we want to do some circles. Okay, so let's do some of these circles. Okay, so let's spritz. Okay, so maybe you want to do it also somewhere here. Let's spritz on that one. Okay, and then what do we do next? Again, you get your roll of, paper tissue, kitchen tissue. Okay, and then you just roll it. Do you see that? Okay, you get the ghost print of your stencil. Right? That is super awesome, right? I love that effect. So you can layer your images, so to speak. Okay, if you want more, okay. Exactly, right? But it's if I use what do you call this, a panel, it's sometimes it's what do you call this, the image does not really get intact, and also it takes longer. But what Shana is saying, actually you can do that. Okay, you can do that, but for the interest of time, and since I want to not really mess up the image, okay, so I am using the paper towel. Okay, but you can do that if you have other cards, or if you have a tag. If you have a tag, you can also do that, right? So that you can use. Actually, this one we don't throw, because when it dries up, you can turn this into paper flowers. Okay, so one of the members in the community, Doc Ri, okay, Mono and Yus, taught us how she turns this into paper flowers, right? So awesome. So basically everything we use, we can reuse, right? So so if you, it's like doing what do you call that, Shanna? And done what do you call, gel? Yeah, like mono printing, right? So we can use gel. So hold on, it's a little bit wet. Okay, so let's just dry it a little bit. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like previously. Okay. Yes, you can also use tags, so many possibilities. Or if you have another book, you can also do that. Okay. So, okay. Another thing that you can do is, okay, let me see. Maybe just one more. Maybe this one. Let me see. I just want to add one more mark. Okay, so we had the circles, we had that abstract thing. Okay, what else could we put? Okay, maybe like this one. That one. Okay, so let's put that one. Okay, so let's see if do I have a card. Let's not. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Okay, if we can. Okay. No, it's not. It's not like super wet enough to do it. So I'll still do this one. Okay. There you go. So after you're done, let's say you're happy. Okay, let's pretend that you are already happy. You can, you can put as many designs or as many, markings on it as you want. Okay, so maybe you do want to put a little bit of texture, right? So maybe that's something that you would want to do. Then yeah, you can do so. Okay, so maybe you can put something like, hold on. Okay, maybe something like this. Okay, let me see. What am I gonna do with this anyway? I need to think what I'm gonna do with this eventually, so I know more or less what. Okay, do I want letters? Okay, or numbers? Or do I want just shapes? The splatter, that's too big. Okay, maybe this. Okay, so we can put a little bit of texture. Let me just get. Where is my? Okay, here. My palette knife. There you go. There goes my palette knife. And you can use like a texture paste. Or if you want, you can use a mica. You can use texture paste. You can put paper glaze. I'm just looking at what I have here. Where is my texture paste? In lieu of a texture paste, let's do modeling paste. Okay. Oh, wow. This is brand new. No. No, it's not. Is it? I don't think so. Yeah, this is not brand new. It's probably stuck to one. Okay. Just to get baby wipes. Okay, so maybe choose just, a place where you want to, put some texture. Okay, it doesn't have to be, the whole thing. Okay, just to put a little bit of, texture and dimension so it's not too flat. Okay, again, if and then make sure that you immediately remove the texture paste onto your stencil. And then if you do have, a bucket of water beside you, or if you have like a sink beside you, then that would be best. So because it can ruin your stencil if you don't remove it immediately. So something like that. Okay. So you can actually do that. So again, whatever mixed media stuff you have, okay, play around with it, right? So you can use it. Okay, let me see. Update. Okay, there you go. Shanna says, love it. Okay, thank you, Shanna. Okay, Shanna actually went live earlier for us. So if you missed that, I highly suggest that you do so. She created this super nice hummingbird card Okay, paper piece. That she's so good at paper piecing. Amazing. Okay, let me see. Maybe burlap. Okay. The thing is, it's still wet. Okay, so I might mess it up. Okay, so when you do heat it with a heat tool, make sure that it's not too much because it can bubble, right? Unless you like the bubbling kind of look, then make sure that it's not too near, not too hot. Okay, because it can bubble up. Okay, so don't worry about the warping; it will flatten later. Okay, so I just want to make sure that it's dry at least enough for me to put some more layers. Okay. So again, if you have some stuff there, maybe you have an old notebook, an old journal, if you have some inks or paints, you can do acrylic as well. Okay, or if you don't have the dilutions of Diane Reevely, you can probably use oxides, all right, or your um, any water activated stuff that you have there. Maybe you can even use gelatos if you want. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so what next? Okay, so you can also use stamps, right? So if you do have stamps, okay, so you can use them. Okay, you can use it as is for is, or if you want, you can use blocks like this. Okay, so it's like blast from the past, right? Yes, you can use all of the things that you have. Okay, I suggest that you use what do you call this? Like this. Okay, the rubber stamps, the red rubber stamps. Okay, it's easier. Okay, than the polymer ones. Okay, so this one. Okay, so I will ink it. Okay, so again, archival ink. Okay, just so to make sure that it doesn't, bleed through. Because especially if you're gonna be using a lot of different, media. Oh my gosh, it's not sticking. Okay, I think this is. Hold on, I need to clean the back. Both my stamping block and my stamp. Because the stickiness is gone. Well, at any rate, you know what? We'll just do like this one. See? It's okay. Alright, so I can just, put here and there. Okay, so it's best if it's like nothing too perfect, right? Okay, there you go. And then probably I want to use another one. Okay, so I want to use let me see. Okay, maybe this one. Okay. 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 Okay, so it's like very, very grungy. Okay. That one. Let me just clean my stamp. Okay. So normally, archival inks, they will stain, but don't worry. It's just a stain. It doesn't really, ruin your stamps. And then eventually, every now and then, I actually clean them with with a stamp cleaner. Okay, So there you go. And sometimes you can even like create markings from the bottle. Okay, let's say of, acrylic paint or something like that. Okay, so let me see. I will try to do that. Okay, so if you have like a mat, okay, so you can just put some of those, acrylic paints. Oh, this white one is already dried up. Okay, let me see. Where do I have it? Okay, I don't have one that is already dry. I mean, not dried up. Okay, but I really like the texture for this one. Okay, so the next one is you can put borders, right? So I have this stamp borders from, oh my gosh, guys, it's so long ago. I don't even remember what the manufacturer is for this stamp because I've had it forever. Okay, maybe 2 decades or so. Okay, this is from my scrapbooking days era. I just need to look for the stamping block. Where's the stamping block for this one? Okay, so I do have a longer stamping block. You see the brand Provocraft. Okay, so for those who remember, Provocraft is like the predecessor of Sizzix, right? So before it became Sizzix, it was Provocraft. Or was it Ellison, Provocraft, or Provocraft, Ellison, then Sizzix? I'm not sure, but somehow they are all somehow related. Okay, I remember it right. Hi, Tatiana and Patrick. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Tatiana. There you go. Yes, these are my dear friends. Okay, Ecam Fam and Lida represented. Okay, so now this one, you can put a border. Okay, a fancy border onto your journal. Like so. Okay, it doesn't have to be see, it's not perfect, right? It's like that, and that's fine. Okay, if you want to change the border to another image, that is absolutely fine as well, but I want it to be like this way and this way, so the other side will have the same feels, so it has like the same feels. Okay, on this side and on this side, and maybe I will put another one, okay, on this side and this side, but not this one. Okay. So we'll put something like this squiggly thingy. Okay, I'll just put it back here. Okay, and then eventually, if you want, you can even color this in. Okay, either white or black or gold. Excuse me. Long time no speak. Hi, Dockery. Yes, Mono in News, my friends. She is the one who I was talking to you about or telling you about, who actually can, does not, throw this kinds of, kitchen tissue, because she creates paper flowers out of them. Right? So we had an episode where she actually taught us how to do that. Okay? So do I want it like this or like that? I want it like this. Okay, and then I want the other one on this one. Oop, ah. Okay, so there. So I have borders, I have texture, right? I have stamping here and there. So, okay, I feel that is okay. So I'll just return this to, okay, this one. Okay, there you go. Okay, now we choose a focal point, right? So we choose a focal point. Okay, but first let's check out Patrick. Long time no speak. I know it was a little while ago, but congrats. Thank you so much, Patrick. And of course, we have Roy. Roy did actually, he revamped. Is it revamped or changed his studio. So if you are interested how it looks like right now, okay, head on to his last live stream earlier today. Does art journaling, but I am not very artistic. Creative, yes, but my art needs work. Oh yes, I know Roy's daughter is into journaling. Thank you, Miss Lala, for sharing. Yes, absolutely, Dockery. Thank you so much for dropping by. I know that you are very busy. Okay, so now, for your focal point, you can use stamps, you can use ephemeras, you can draw your own, right? So it's absolutely up to you. Like Diane Reevely, she loves doodling. So she can doodle, her focal point. But I can't. So I have a solution for that. Okay. So I do have, okay, some of, again, Art by Marlin was introduced to me by Zell and Miss Jo of Papel at Iba Pa. So this is available, okay, or if it's out of stock, okay, that's where I got it from Jo of Papel at Iba Pa. And of course, Zell always use Art by Marlin, one of the things that she often uses, right? So we can choose like a focal point from, this one. Thank you, Roy, for becoming a member. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Roy. Okay, so we can, choose a focal point. Okay, her drawings, her images are very, very whimsical, guys. Very whimsical. And in the beginning, I couldn't comprehend these kinds of, images. But eventually, I realized that, oh, these are actually really nice. Right? They are really nice. So, let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, what we can do. Okay. Okay, and check out. Okay, let's put it there first and see if it speaks to us. If it's something that we want to really put there or we do something else. Right? So as I'm going through this one, thank you, Dakri. Thank you, everyone. As you know, okay, so number of subscribers is, yeah, it's nice. Thank you so much, right, to everybody who's been supporting. But truly, more important is, and Roy would know that, and everybody else who's in tech would know that it's really engagement. So even if you have 1,000 subscribers, but you have, an amazing community, no worries. It's awesome. But of course, I would, yes, let's celebrate that awesome milestone for sure. Okay, so maybe something like that. Okay, so maybe this is too big. Okay. We can always, that's why I like looking at, choosing, looking for things that I may or may not use. So you can even do something like that, layer it in, right? I like doing something like that. We'll see. This is not final. So this is how normally I do things. I look at what I have and see if it, speaks to me. I like it. Okay. Maybe this one's nicer. I like her. Okay. We'll see. Okay. Do I move on? This one I'm okay. Absolutely sure about that. This one I'm not sure yet though, so that's why I'm going through this still. I feel that her color somehow does not absolutely, the same, like, not the vibe that I want. I think that this is a better one. Okay. Probably. No, it's too similar. Okay, so you can use like ephemeras, right? So that absolutely is possible. Okay, so maybe that one. Okay, so I'll end with that. Otherwise, I have a million options and we will never end, right? Or maybe this. Okay, but it's too big. Yeah, I feel it's too big. It's overpowering the page. There you go. Oh, thank you, Tachana. Yes, it's nice, right? So there you go. And then after I put it there, okay, I will now choose my journaling, okay, or my sentiment, okay. You can, write it down. You can, if your handwriting is pretty nice, but mine is not. So I will be using, okay, this one's called, again, from Art by Marlin. She has this, black and white sticky notes. Okay, so you can choose, a sentiment that somehow resonates with you. Okay. Maybe this one, like Born to Create. Okay, let me see. Do I want the white one or the black one? I think I want the black one. Worry what others, your life is not yours if you worry what others think. Be brave enough to listen to your heart. Oh, wow. Maybe the owl will have this message for me because he's a wise, right? So normally, and do you know that when I was younger, okay, people would often tease me that I was an owl. Do you see the resemblance? I have very big eyes, just like the owl, and it's bulging, right? Because I have a, what do you call that? Thyroid problem since high school. And then I was never very consistent in, taking my meds. So it came to a point when I was in college that I became exophthalmos. So really, my eyes were bulging if I carry heavy stuff, right? So that's why they would tease me that I am like an owl. So my eyes are very big. So there you go. That's trivia. All right. So there you go. Okay. So now we put, this awesome. So now this is now just like card making, right? So you can, I try not to make it too bulky. Otherwise, if I fill this one up, it's gonna be, right, very bulky, hard to, it's gonna do like that, right? So I try not to make it too bulky, but I do like texture, so, and layering. Okay. So I want that still to be seen, but at the same time the flower too. So I cannot move it anymore. Okay, because it's stuck already. Thank you, Tatiana, and I'm happy that you're liking this one. All right, okay, so here it's be brave enough to listen to your heart. How about for her? Okay, so for her, it is going to be, okay, let me see. What is a perfect sentiment for her? Oh, this one, I like it. See? Maybe for most of us. Okay? So the best time for new beginnings is now. Right? The best time for new beginnings is now. Okay, so maybe I'll put it somewhere there. And over here. Okay. And then, okay, so maybe we'll zoom this in a little bit so that you guys can see it, but it's actually already zoomed in. All right. So you can get a white pen. Okay, this one I got from Zell. Zell was the one who taught me this. At the same time, I think also Vicky P also shares this. Okay, so you can actually create, lines around it so that it can even be, seen better. It's like you have a stitched border on the sides, okay, of your sentiment. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this is a jelly roll. So it's very opaque. This is the point. This is the 1.0. Okay, so this is the thickest that I have. But the problem is, I think it's almost out of ink. So there, be brave enough to listen to your heart. Okay, do you see the markings? Okay, the ghostings. Okay, from the spritzing of water, right? So it's really nice. Okay, so again, this is just one way you can even add glaze if you want, right? So if you want a bit of shimmer, okay, so you can add those pigment powders like the Magicals. Okay, we've used them in the past. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to. There you go. Okay, and then maybe you can put like outline on some of your focal point to just make them stand out. Like so. Because sometimes if it's very busy, they tend to like be lost in the what do you call this, in the layout. I think this one is out of ink. I hope I still have white. Okay, over here. There you go. My gosh, what's happening to my jelly rolls? Okay, they are out of ink. What happened to my white jelly rolls? Okay, this one's better. Okay, there you go. Okay, again, this is optional, If you want to do it, go ahead. If you don't want, it's okay. You don't need to. Okay, but these are just, just showing you some of the things that you can actually, do. Okay, if you want more ideas about art journaling, check out Sprinkle with Cards channel. She has a ton, okay, of sample art journal pages. She have finished several art journals already. So this is what I've done for tonight, right? So again, the material I used or the inspiration is from Diane Reevely. The link to where you can get the book, okay, for the inspiration as well, is in my Amazon shop. It's linked in the description of this video. Okay, again, that's an affiliate link, so there is no extra on you but it does help the channel if you do buy something in my Amazon shop. It's not just books there, but I love books, but it also has all the gears that I use and some of the what do you call this, materials, craft materials and art materials that I use. I even have live streams on Amazon, right? So if you want to check those out, I think I did one for the Better Press, not the Better Press, I think the, what do you call that, I forgot the machine. Anyway, several machines. All right. So again, so this is what I did earlier. Okay. So this one says, stop to see the beauty along the way. I really like this kitten, right? And then this kitten came from this book. Okay, this is the book. It's called Antiquarian Sticker Book. So it has a ton of images. I like it because it's not shiny. It's matte. It's thin. Okay, the images are awesome. It has even monograms if you want. So from animals to flowers to people. It even has like something like Filipino with the Filipino national traditional clothes here somewhere. I can't find it right now though, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is very similar to what Filipino barong or something like that during the Spanish era would look like, right? So this cat came from this one. Okay. Okay, and then this is the one that we did live, right? So I think this is still very very plain. So maybe I want to put something over there. Okay. So let me see. Maybe you can. Where is my white? Maybe let's put some paper glaze. Okay, just a little bit. It's just like it feels a little off because it's like too plain looking. Okay, there you go. Splatter of paint here and there. It's like splatters, right? So instead of, the actual splatters, so we will put glaze. Because the last step would be to like do some splattering, right? So there you go. Maybe a little bit here. Okay, and then a little here and there. This paper glaze is from Picket Fence. It actually, has a shimmer in it. So it's very nice. So let's put one near the owl. Near me. It's me. Basically, it represents moi. All right. So I think I have to say done. Okay, this is done. Yes, as it was Anna's birthday the other day. So Anna, this is for you. Okay, where is our balloon? Okay, so our balloon. Is this the one? Yes, I hope it is the one. Where is it? It's not working. Where are my balloons? There you go. Okay. Happy birthday, Anna. All right, so there you go. So that is it. I hope that, I have jump started, the passion, your passion for creative art journaling. So some people call it creative art journaling. Some people say it's art journaling. So whatever resonates, with you. Okay, so this is another one. So this one doesn't have texture. It's all, really flat. Okay, this one I used texture paste. Okay, and that paper glaze. Look at that shimmer. It's super nice, right? So tomorrow I go live again, guys. So I will go live every day for the whole month of August. Okay, so tomorrow is day number 6. Okay, I'll do Zentangle cards, right? Again, Zentangle is something that I struggle with. I think I did an episode with Isabella Madero 2 years ago during the summer, maybe around June, July, that time. Okay, and she taught us how to do, Zentangles. But I never really followed up on that. I've never, done Zentangle after that episode. So I want to do one tomorrow and then use that, okay, as part of a card that I will make as well. So Zentangle that we will use for cards, right? So again, I know there was a time that Zentangle was so famous together with adult coloring, right? So because it's such a mindfulness activity, right? So it can be relaxing, if distressing activity. So we will try to do that tomorrow. So again, I'm not an expert, but learn alongside me. Let's start with the basics and see what we come up with, right? And then of course on August 12, okay, 12 for us, but 11 in the US, we will be having our live stream hub for Candace Art Challenge for the month of August. And I will be doing the SVG cut file. Yes, Candace Art Challenge now has an SVG file where you can actually now cut all those starting 6 pattern papers in a breeze, right? You don't need to do the measurements anymore. If you have a Cricut machine or a Brothers Cut and Cat, it's gonna be super easy for you. And I will do the demonstration for a Cricut machine on that day. All right, so let's go back to the chat. Okay. Yes, Anna says thank you to everybody who greeted her. Right, so let me see. I have to go back. Sorry. Thank you so much, Dockery and Shanna saying hi to Wims. Oh, hi, Wims. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much, Wims. Wims is very busy. Of course, she has a baby. I think now 3 weeks old. Congratulations again, Wims. So thank you for dropping by. Thank you, Dockery. Love the design, Miss Lala. Love the cat most especially. Oh, thanks, Anna. I know you do love, cats and dogs. I love those sticker books. They are in my wish list. Right, Dawn? It's super nice. Yes, belated happy birthday, Anna from Dockery. And this is my moderator daughter who's rushing her final paper for, before the mid-year ends, right? So I think her last day of school will be 2 days from now. And then she has a bit of maybe 2-3 weeks of vacation, and then the first semester of the next school year starts. I love collecting sticker books. I have Kaser Craft sticker books. Awesome, Wims. But actually, Wims doesn't need sticker books because she can actually paint her own images. Right? It looks great. Thank you, Laurie. All right. Give creative art journaling a try. Yes, everyone. It's experimenting with mixed media mostly. And guys, this whole month of August, I am so blessed that we are gonna be having, keep our fingers crossed, okay? Hopefully both Patricia and Mariah of PM Artist Studio with us, right? For a bit of mixed media tutorial for even though you are already an expert, the way that Patricia and Mariah does mixed media is super awesome. It's like I can because Patricia actually is an art teacher, and Mariah is like I think like design. How would you call that in the industry? Anyway, she became somehow her work was related to that. So they're great, great team, mother and daughter team. Right. So, hello, Doc Ree. Hello, Miss Wims. What time do you start your live stream? Okay, so my live streams, my friends, they will start different every day because it will depend on my guest, right? So, if I am alone, it will probably be the same. So, 9 p.m. to 10 or 8 p.m. to 9, something like that, or 10. Okay, I'll try my best to try to keep it to an hour, but I can't promise because you know how I am. I talk a lot and sometimes I'm slow, right? So when I'm alone, hopefully just an hour. When I'm with a guest, maybe a little longer. And then, so if we have guests coming in from the US, most probably my live stream will be in the morning. So between 8 to 10 in the morning. If my guest is from this side of the world or, coming from the Philippines or just me, it will be nighttime, 9 p.m. or 8 to 9 p.m. onwards. So the best way to join me when I go live for CEDA Craft Every Day in August is to make sure that you hit that notification bell on this channel so that hopefully YouTube, please do give notification to to our friends when I actually put up my live. And the thing is, normally I don't put up my, my, what do you call that? My thumbnail till maybe a day before. Today, I know I just put up my thumbnail. Oh no, I think I did last night. So for my tomorrow, it's already up. So it's Centangle Cards. It's for 9 p.m. Again, same time, right? So hope that you can join me with that. Okay, so let's see what happened to our poll. Okay, so let us end the poll and check out, okay, what you guys did say. Okay, so the poll said, the question is, have you tried creative art journaling? Okay, and oh wow, a lot of people, 58% said no, and 41% said yes. And no judgment. I feel you. I get you. Because it took me over 2 decades to actually understand why creative art journaling is fun. I just needed to get over the fear of, how do you do all of these things? The nice thing is that now, unlike before, you have YouTube. You have amazing community that most of us are members here who you can find inspiration from. So you don't need to have like 2 decades okay long of wait to try it out, because there's so many of us here in the community who actually can inspire you to do this. And you'll be surprised, most of the things that you need to actually do this you already know, right? So you can even add this into your actual journals where you put a lot of writing. So your faith journaling, your memory keeping, so for a change, right? So it's a different look, right? So every now and then it's nice to to change things up a bit. So hopefully I can finish this art journal by the end of the year. Okay, so there you go, Wim. So web design, maybe for Mariah. I think part of it is, yes, web design. And then, what do you call that bigger umbrella for being creative? Like Giga Art, guys. So, not logo design. It was bigger than that. So, big corporate job before. So, something like that. But yes, but I think web design was part of it. Oh, looks like a Chichi bird. Did run, right? Did you create your background using gel plate? No, Wims. Okay, I created the background using dilutions. Okay, this, and this. Okay, so the dilutions ink from Diane Reevely, just these 3 colors. Okay, and then did a little bit of ghost printing by putting stencils and then spraying it with water and then removing the excess water with kitchen tissue. Okay, and then a suggestion from Shanna is you can have additional maybe card panels, okay, or even tags, right? So the excess water, instead of removing it with tissue, you can remove it with extra panels, so you'll end up with more papers. So there you go. That is it for me, graphic artist. That's it, Ron. Thank you so much. Thank you a bunch. See, it's so hard, right? So it's like it's a tip of my tongue, but I don't remember exactly what it is. Right, so there you go. Thank you so much, Ron. Yes, and guys, check out PM Artist Studio. They go live, I think, even every other day, sometimes even every day. There was a time I feel that and they go sometimes morning, evening. You will learn so much from them. That may be it, Ron. Yes, indeed, Dawn. All right, so Dawn is gonna be in the channel. Okay, soon. So I will try to put up the schedule for the whole of August. It's just just waiting for the others to confirm so that I can put it up in my Facebook and Instagram so that you can check out. Hopefully you'll watch maybe on replay, if not live, everybody who will come in. Okay, but starting August 7. I think it's August 7. We'll have Dallas. Okay, let me check. Okay, let me check my Notion. So I will see at least more or less you'll have a preview of what to expect. So August 7, we'll have Retro Challenge with Dallas Stamper Girl. Okay, and August 8th is gonna be Amy Yulin. So we're gonna do Mail It Monday. So we're gonna make actual cards that we will send to you guys. Okay, some of you guys. And then on August 12th, we're gonna be having Shanna. All right, Shanna in the chat where we will do a bit of, paper piecing projects. Good luck to me if I can find all the pieces, right? So again, this is Philippine time. Okay, so Philippine time, that's August 12th, 8 p.m. So that is 8 a.m. for Shanna. If not 8, maybe 7 a.m. for Shanna. A little early. Okay, and then on August 13th, it's gonna be stash busting with handcrafted by Gaz. Okay, on August 14, we will have mixed media techniques for card makers. Okay, and this one with ECR, Elizabeth Costa Rogers. On the 16th, we will be having we will do basic diamond painting and then turn it into a card. Okay, with Annie Loves Crafts. Okay, and then we will have on the 20th memory dex cards with Caroline of My Crafty Adventures. And on the 22nd, we will have planner basics with Mommy Lay, right? So I'm super excited about that because I've been trying to have Mommy Lay here in the chat, as a guest for the longest time. Mommy Lay was one of the, teachers in the last Alten U class, right? So maybe you've known of Mamile. And then on August 23, we'll have Jay. So Jay and I, Craft by Jay and I, will prepare our Advent calendar for December, our very own Advent calendar. On August 24, we will, okay, sorry, that is, okay, 23 is Jay, 24 is gel printing tips for all levels. Okay, this is Mariah and Patricia of PM Artist Studio on the 24th. We will have Bible journaling with Jo Pescasio of Papel at Iba Pa. On the 24th, I have two guests on the 24th, guys. You okay, it's like morning and evening. I will be there for you guys. Okay, and then on the 25th, I will have Zell of Sprinkle with Cards, and we will be doing mixed media tags, right? So we have a lot of mixed media episodes this August because it's something that I really want to improve on. Okay, and then on the 25th, that's it. And then on the 31st, of course, we have Lynn of LV Handcrafted, and we're gonna do Easy Wonder Dice with Lynn in preparation for the actual physical release of the second and the third and the add-ons of her Easy Wonder Die. Okay, so you see some of the dates are not yet complete, so I'm still waiting for confirmation for the others, but absolutely it's going to be live every day. Okay, PF Crafts, yes, I will be featuring PF Crafts. I'm just waiting again. Okay, who is gonna be on board with me? Is it gonna be hopefully, one of the awesome people in PF Crafts? Okay. Thank you, Dalis. Hello, hello, hola. I was on IG. Oh yes, you are. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't see that. And of course, Dan was also there. Okay, and Tess Vega was also there. Oh my gosh. What a great lineup of guests. Hi, Lynn, of course. So we end the month with, last but not the least, of course, is Lynn. All right, there you go. Hola, it will be fun. Indeed, indeed. Hi, hello, Dan. Belated happy birthday, my dear friend. Yes, there you go. I didn't see Lynn come in. Thank you so much, guys, for, joining me. Okay, for we call this day number 5. Again, for those who are coming in a little bit late, this is what we created tonight. Okay, so we did this page from scratch, started with this, and this is what we finished. So this is our creative art journal page or spread for the day. And this was, prior to the live, I did, okay, this one. All right. So just using the same set of colors from Diane Reevely's Dilutions line. There you go. Please don't forget to hit that like button and make sure that you have that notification bell turned on, because for the month of August, the time I go live will vary again, because I will be having guests every now and then. I think from August 7 onwards, it's always with a guest. So the times that I go live will change. But don't worry, because there is always the replay team, right? You can always watch us on replay. All right. So with that, thank you so much, and see you tomorrow for another Craft Everyday in August here at Mommy Guide. All right, let's dance this out. Bye.
To do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need.
Bye.